One of the biggest problems with LLMs and AI technology is they're old. The data that they're trained on is years old. Even in the best cases, like with the new ChatGPT 5, it's still over a year old as of the recording of this video. So what do you do if you want to get the latest information on a topic and use AI to do it instead of just Googling something? Well, that's where Perplexity comes in for me as the go-to tool when I want recent information and research on a topic. And today we're going to dive into it. Hey, I'm Craig Hewitt. If we haven't met before, this is 100 Days of AI, where I'm going through a new AI technology workflow every day for 100 days. And this is day 15. So Perplexity.ai. Interestingly, as of the recording of this, they just put in an unsolicited bid to buy Chrome, the browser that I'm using here, for something like $300 billion. Perplexity is making a play to be kind of the source of current knowledge in the AI world, and for good reason. Anytime I want to learn something, I'm going to Perplexity these days. I'm not going to Google anymore. So you might say something like, what's new with William and Kate, right? The royalty of Great Britain. And it gives us here sites, the sources that it's getting information from, and it's giving us a synopsis of kind of what's going on here. And this is where Perplexity really gets good, is you can say, cool, that's great. Now what about what new causes or initiatives have Kate and William promoted recently? I want to go deep on this. So if you go deep on something like Reddit or YouTube, you're going to love Perplexity because you just go down this rabbit hole over and over and over. Okay, cool. So citing more resources, giving me information about what Kate and what William are doing and kind of their social initiatives within the royal family. And you can just keep going here. So Perplexity has free and paid plans. And so we can see down at the bottom here where we're just asking questions, and you have search, right? Just for everyday stuff. You have search pro, which, 3 times more sources and models, increase limits. So if you want to click here to upgrade, it's $20 a month or $200 a year, which I think is really standard pricing for most AI tools these days. We're not going to upgrade as part of this tutorial, but I think it's probably worth it if you're getting a lot of new information into your life and you're wanting to use AI for that. So in addition to just regular search, you can switch the toggle here and go into research mode. So let's start a new chat here in research mode and say, tell me about the recent advances in CRISP technology. This is like gene therapy. So 3 minutes left to gather sources on my topic. And to address CRISP technology, I want to analyze recent scientific publications. Cool. So it's going out, again, this is like an agent, right? This is going out into the internet, finding recently published articles on CRISP and bringing them back to us. So this is not just dumb ChatGPT, you ask, and it gives you two-year-old data back. It's like, hey, what is going on right now in this world? And tell me all about it. Okay, so that took real time. I didn't pause the video here. That took about 20 seconds. This is a PhD level research person going off for 2 weeks and bringing you back information in about 10 seconds, right? So this is what's going on in CRISPR technology. This is the future, right? So like what AI is doing to, online technology, CRISPR technology is doing to medicine, blood disorders, immunodeficiencies, metabolic disorder, cancer, right? All this kind of stuff, right? And from here, you can say, cool, I want to, what stocks should I follow in this space to make a bunch of money? So we've switched from research mode to search mode here. So CRISPR, right? Yep. Vertex, Intellia, right? Okay. So interesting how it has different modes and you can use them for different purposes. And now if we wanted to use labs mode, which is where you can create new projects from scratch, you have to upgrade to Pro. It's not available in the free tier plan. Okay. So that's really the basics of how I use Perplexity on the desktop. But I'll tell you the most interesting place I use Perplexity is in news. So I used to use Google News for my news on my phone, and it was really great because it would kind of curate news for me. But I use Perplexity more and more as my news source. So let's see, as of today, Trump revokes Biden sweeping antitrust order. Okay, I don't want to get into to politics. Leaked metadocs allowed AI romantic chats with children. Ooh, that's not great, right? So what's the social risk of AI with teens? You can go in here, and then at the bottom, you can dive into, more details. So let's go back to the Discover pane here. And you can see like, what's the stock market doing today? What's the weather where I am? Company stock trading information. Okay, right. So really curated news based on me. You can say, okay, tell me not just for me, but I want to open up my view a little bit. Tell me about what's going on in the world in general. So Gavin Newsom, okay, great. Plastic pollution treaty collapse. Putin and Trump are meeting tomorrow, I think. NASA outsources Mars communications as company vie for contracts. Oh, interesting. I'm going to see what that's all about. Okay, cool. And again, it has sources here. So like, I want to go and read this TechCrunch article. Bam, you can. You don't have to rely on like, hey, is this AI like just hallucinating and making up a bunch of stuff? No, like just go read the source article here. And then you can go in here, read the entire article. And if you want, you can like share it with somebody. Cool. And the last is spaces. And so spaces is just the way I think about it is kind of like folders. We did a video on Notebook LM. It would be like notebooks. These are spaces where we can create a new folder, if you will, like on your desktop to keep information. And so it has a couple of examples here, but we're going to create a new space from scratch. And this is going to be like CRISPR technology. Okay, so I just used a regular chat here. It answered my question, gave me a really great synopsis, and it's within my space. So say you're doing a bunch of research on a topic for a school paper or for a presentation you have to give at work. You might say, hey, I want to organize all of my conversations with Perplexity into an area. This reminds me of like projects in ChatGPT. The functional difference is minimal here. It's just a way to keep things organized with your threads, and you can share threads with other folks and they can share them with you. So this is a very initial glance at Perplexity. I view Perplexity as an AI tool and technology that could have immense opportunity. They really want to crack discoverability and knowledge in the AI area, and I think they're doing a really great job. If you want recent information about what's going on in the world, what's online, and for you to learn the latest and greatest, not the 2-year-old technology that ChatGPT and Claude are all trained on, Perplexity is the way to go. I'm Craig Hewitt. This is 100 Days of AI. If you have suggestions on technologies you want me to go deep like this on, please drop a comment in below. I'd love to hear from you and see how we can help each other level up in our AI journey together.